Spring has started. Hallelujah. Spring. Long time no see. Random Finnish dude from Finland as a Finnish dude from Finland. Happy to be back with Boondocks. Great show. Just something you kind of have to think about. It's entertaining and funny, but also very, deep, to be honest with you. I don't really want to say that in a cliche way, but it is deep. Let's see if this episode is going to be absolutely insane or just entertaining and funny or just a combination of everything. So let's enjoy a sunny spring day and watch a great show and think about what the hell they're trying to tell us. So let's go with the Boondocks. That is a whole topic I don't really understand.
Let's see here. Riley was her?
That reminds me of Life of Brian, when the Brian is trying to write
No, it doesn't.
his stuff and the Roman soldier fixes his Latin.
Oh, I'm not
Might
saying
be a
it's
reference
not
to that,
good.
actually,
I'm
as
just
a
saying
comedian
you can
writer
make it-
anyway. Oh, and the is that like Bob Ross or
Hey,
the
it
artist
sure
guy
is.
on TV, how he's
See
talking
there
with the
where
afro and
hair is
everything?
all scrunched.
I ran out of room.
Well, that's why God gave houses 4 walls.
That's like a Bob Ross version of the skit from Life of Brian. Tagging, or like that art, I don't know how I feel about it.
It says Riley was here.
Or maybe
Yeah,
it was
it's
another
stupid.
Riley.
Stupid.
Now, as the assistant district attorney, I'd have to arrest you and send you to jail. And you wouldn't want that, would you?
No, because I remember when you got arrested that one time and you was crying because you thought they were going to rape you.
I don't exactly remember it happening like that.
Yeah, it did. The way you was talking,
What an
they was finna
asshole.
wear that ass.
What a boob for saying that, but I appreciate the show remembering that.
And then there was something about a salad or something.
Yes, salad for dinner. They make you eat vegetables every night, and they're
That's
not
rough.
delicious
Yeah.
at all.
Is the cop here for me or Riley?
Your brother got caught spraying.
That's a bad
graffiti
question.
on-
Why would the cops be there for you?
Why would
Yeah.
he be here for you?
But a white
mean,
man
you are
told
the bad
me
guy.
to do it.
Wait a minute, what white man? What did he look like?
White? I just assumed he was in charge.
Why?
What?
Because he was white.
New habit, pause, then rant. I don't know how I feel about graffiti. Obviously, we all understand the sheer art form of it, of some amazing art styles, some amazing pieces that people have done with the... I do not physically understand how people are capable of doing that with the can. That's insane. Like, it's really cool. I actually have like a specific memory in the city where I grew up in Turku that there was this huge wall that was like, had a graffiti on it, and I think it was kind of like okayed by the city and stuff like that. So God knows there's some really boring walls that could be definitely made cooler and more interesting with some very unique art. But that's not what this is, right? This is about like tagging things. Well, there's obviously the whole gang culture behind it, but that's not even that. Like, I understand that there's a whole like culture of like kind of not screw the system, but like I have the right to do what I want and freedom and that kind of stuff, rebellion aspect of it. Somebody has to clean it. Schools, whatever properties, public places, like really, you know, I really don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Let's see what the show will say, because I know there's a lot of nuance and layers to it. There's some people who are just punks, some people who do it for gang, some people who love just the art form of it, so, or, you know, expressing themselves as a kid, you know, metalhead, again, I can relate. There's a lot of like rebellion kind of stuff there, screw the system and all that, but I don't know. Let's see what the show says about it. I mean, he deserves it. I have to be honest with you. This is like one case where he really does deserve it.
Is it possible to see something so bad that it actually hurts you physically? In other words, can
Yes.
too much black television kill you?
Black television. What is black television?
Actually, in 1999, 21-year-old Shakoya Peterson died suddenly in the 13th hour of a 24-hour Parker's Marathon on UPN.
What is black television? I assume something aimed towards black Americans, but what does that mean? I was not expecting to go to another direction that I have no idea about.
These were the rules. I was only allowed to watch TV featuring a majority of African American performers, commercials included.
Ain't no nigga ever been good at drawing. If Michelangelo had been black, Jesus would look like George Jefferson. Keep hanging.
Okay.
Oh, and of course, some joyful little trees.
It's gonna be like white art versus black art versus white
Isn't that beautiful?
TV versus black TV. You know what I mean? Because now it's a white artist showing like happy white art.
Aside
Am
from
I off
your own
base?
name,
I thought it was your house.
it was my mistake. But
I
you'll
mean,
find
that's
don't
actually
really
fair.
believe in
It's
mistakes.
actually fair, Riley.
I just gotta draw one thing.
Anything you want. Have fun.
Cool.
I don't think he's gonna have a problem with whatever you think you're gonna insult him with.
What?
Oh, nothing. You're free to go.
What's funny?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Nothing at all.
I wasn't really trying. I could do better if I wanted.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ooh, he's going his ego. Gonna come back? Yeah.
I wasn't even really trying. I forgot why I came in here. That's odd. What are you doing on the computer? I'm looking up art. I swore I came in here for something.
Yeah, so one is growing and the other one is making him regress.
Yeah,
Ah.
throw this away.
Hey.
Hey, man, that was good.
Yes, but you didn't draw this.
Yes, I did.
Man, I relate to that defensive. I wasn't even trying. I do that too. I'll just half-ass something knowing that I could have done better, so when it's not actually perfect, I feel better.
No, man. Damn, stop sweating me. I mean, can I draw? Can I put the damn lines on the pages, please?
Ooh, he got him to actually get into something.
I think it's time to move to a bigger canvas.
Riley can be sweet. She's such a boob.
You mean you really gonna go out with me while I tag a house?
Ah, that's clever.
We're all set. Let's get started.
It's kind of supportive and sweet in a way. Yes, it's definitely going to be brain rot. I mean, there's lots of brain rot. It's not just Black TV, but I know what you're saying.
Someone spray graffiti on another house?
Yeah.
It touches my soul.
What did he do?
Nah, man, I ain't having this.
That would be hard for your ego, I will be honest.
Excuse
Especially if you
me.
do, you're really good.
Listen, everybody. I got an announcement to make. Now, I know this is gonna come as a huge surprise to everyone, but I'm the artist.
Stop lying, boy, stop lying. Everybody knows niggas can't paint. Why you think all the great artists have all been white and called masters? Master Van Gogh.
It's that damn art tutor. He's doing
It's
it
interesting
every day.
to switch them around like that. That Riley's the one who's actually pushing himself and challenging himself and doing something creative and artistic and emotional and true to himself. And the edgelord is being brain dead, which usually Riley is.
We got any grape soda? Niggas stupid.
Whose house was it? I kind of missed that actually.
You're sure you want to do this?
Yes, but I need help.
Good. Then I'm gonna drive really fast so we can get away from them. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they wanted. They wanted to get caught, right?
Hold on.
Whose house was it? I kind of missed that actually.
I think it's time we lost these guys.
It's kind of creepy. Oh, it's kind of creepy. I don't know why his like calm demeanor in doing that was so creepy to me. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. I kind of missed that.
Let's paint a picture of someone you love. Maybe.
So he didn't use hate in a way. Because I thought he was going to use a lot of hate and anger. In a way, it was spiteful also, but still, because it was personal to Granddad, but at the same time.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, boy.
Touching.
Well, that's it. Out of memory. You can start cleaning it off now.
But what?
No but. Start drawing on paper and this wouldn't happen. Nobody told you to paint all over my house because you want to make a point. This ain't
I guess just nope, not gonna think about that anymore. That was actually kind of sweet, I'll say. Riley is one of those characters where he genuinely, honestly kind of annoys me. He's so rude and selfish and annoying, and he's a kid. He's a realistic kid. But still, he's I don't like rudeness and all that kind of stuff, being mean-spirited. But he has these moments, and there's been a few episodes now where he's been a lot sweeter, a lot more deeper, intelligent, even for a kid, and he's a very genuine kid in some ways as well, like how kids really are. And so it was actually quite nice to see his growth during the episode and to see a new side in him and some talent that he has and a way for him to like express that, which we all need when we're growing up as kids and all that kind of stuff. Beyond that, Black TV, what the hell? I don't get it. Brain rot exists, right? We all know that brain rot exists. That's kind of rough because, okay, to be honest with you, we all know that there's a racist joke about that, right? on my racism app called Instagram, I have seen those reels of like, oh, compare this culture to that culture. And it'll show like an Asian kid and a white kid like playing a beautiful piece of music with a violin. And they'll show, to be honest with you, a Black American family supporting their kid to go gangsta angsta, right? And like act like a wannabe thug when they're like 5 years old, right? And filming and be like, ha ha ha, that's cute, right? So I guess it's like that, but it's just odd because I have only seen it, to be honest, from probably people who are not Black posting it on Instagram. So not very in a constructive way, but in more of a not very nice way. That's why it's fascinating to kind of hear the same thing in a way from a Black American of like bringing that up of like how, like I said, I think that everything has a brain rot, that there is a aspect of not really valuing the beauty in like some American Black culture and just kind of bringing up the not beautiful parts of it, right? And it's kind of a fascinating thing because this is before social media, and obviously we know that TV had the same thing, cable and thousands of channels and daytime TV, so the same kind of brain rot has always existed, but nowadays it's more like about algorithms, right? How an algorithm will always push the craziest shit, right? Let's take an example about men and women. You'll have a lot of content which is very anti or pro men, women. You'll have those interviews from the streets of like, oh, do you think men are stupid? And they're like, yeah, I hate men, that kind of stuff, right? We all know it's not real. You see 100 of them, you see 10 of them, but the truth is that the people interviewed 10,000 people, like all in all together, all the different people who do those interviews, and they interviewed like so many people who didn't want to answer, reasonable people who just want to move on with their day, going to their husband, take care of them, right? Like as a woman or something, or a guy, whatever. They're reasonable, normal people, and the people who answer probably had boring answers. They're like, oh yeah, I respect my man, or I respect my woman, or something like that, right? Like that's normal people. And then they post as much as they can to get as much content as possible, but obviously they're only going to post, and what the algorithm is going to push is the most crazy extreme versions of that, right? So then you have that aspect, which is the most extreme, and then the unfortunate fact that we people respond to negativity stronger, right? Like if I put this now, the thumbnail to be something super crazy and kind of a negative way, people will respond. There's this guy called Rattle, whatever, and he made a rage bait video. He tested it. He's like, okay, let's make rage bait content, and it blows up. It's just the engagement is crazy because people don't get it that it's rage bait, right? Because it's just a second in your account, like in your flow, right? So it's like you see only one thing, oh, it's stupid, and then you move on, right? And you don't understand that that's what it was. It was designed to just engage with you. That's all it is. So I feel like for today, there's so much of this, which is the most extreme, crazy shit that is always in our feed. So it's just kind of fascinating to see that has always been the case. That even with TV, it was the case, right? It was this brain rot, this useless stuff. And not only that, but then it's also kind of extreme stuff. Obviously, Jerry Springer shows and stuff like that was like just going crazier and crazier every season, right? How similar it is. We actually kind of see that, but this is an early 2000s show, how the themes are still very similar, which is kind of unfortunate in a way. But yeah, the whole Black TV theme was kind of awkward in a way, and I didn't really know what to say about it, but I do feel like there was and let me know if I'm completely off base with the whole idea of like the white culture was like more depicted in a way to be more positive, and the Black culture was depicted to be in a way more negative, right? That is it that way? Can it be that way? Is there a part of that, but people don't want to talk about? That's probably like the biggest part, right? Because we all know, and God knows that there's really not good white culture stuff as well. I remember there's these daytime TVs of like moonshiners, of like just this hillbilly dudes making moonshine. That's it, right? Like romanticizing that for some reason. So it's not that there isn't bad white culture and white TV and white social media. That's not the point. I would imagine that the point of that episode, those lines was more about that there really is sometimes some stuff that is not very productive for like American Black people, and can you talk about it? Can you like say it out loud? From outside looking in, obviously it's very awkward for me, and I really actually don't know. I've never even heard of that term before, Black TV. I feel like for him it was probably something he wanted to kind of talk about. Sweet episode about Riley, I will say, because I saw some comments in the beginning of some of the first episodes, people liking Riley, and I was kind of like, he's kind of an asshole. But now I'm liking him more. I'm liking him more as well. That's about it. Thank you very much for joining me on a nice little cozy episode of the Boondocks. Random millennial white dude from Finland, a Finnish dude. If you want to see any more kind of cultural reactions, I really like to see people from different parts of the world reacting to different things. So if you want to ponder and wander about like modern art kind of stuff, join me and subscribe and like for more. Thank you very much.